Hey guys, this is Steliafty with Close.io. This video is dedicated to you, Ramin. Let's talk about this very specific sales questions. What are some good ways to incentivize gatekeepers to actually champion your cause? So I saw this question on Quora, and the sales rep there asked, hey, he's doing sales to restaurants. A lot of times when he walks into a restaurant, he actually just talks to the manager, but he needs to sell to the owner. And it seems like there's this kind of bad dynamic going on, and he was wondering what kind of incentives can he give the managers, the gatekeepers, to get to the ultimate owner and decision maker. And the person that asked the question brings up two ideas. He says, well, should I pitch them on the product and try to kind of convince them on the value of the product first? The bad thing about that is that it might take too much time, so I was concerned about that. And then the other side of it was, well, should I just give them a bonus, like pay them money, right? Show them some of that moolah to get them to give me access to their boss. But then he was saying, well, maybe this is going to be super expensive, right? Maybe that's going to be prohibitive. So he was wondering, how do you incentivize gatekeepers to actually give you access to the ultimate decision maker and champion your cause? Well, let's back up first and talk about this term I fucking hate, which is gatekeeper. What the fuck is that? A gatekeeper? What a way to actually describe a human being, right? When I think about gatekeeper, I think about this massive, old gate and some kind of a mechanical device that allows you to open it and close it securely. We're talking about human beings here. No secretary, no restaurant manager is a gatekeeper. Those people are operational professionals. Those people deserve a little bit more respect. And if you want them to champion your cause, you first have to champion theirs and treat them with respect. So let's kind of kill that term to begin with and realign and reframe the way that you actually think about these people. These people are not kind of a doorway to the actual decision maker. These people are part of the stakeholders that have to buy into your product and vision to sell. Like in enterprise sales, we know this. We call this multi-stakeholder sales, when you have to sell to the marketing department, but also convince legal and then get the executive branch to sign off on a deal. You have multiple different stakeholders with different incentives, different risk and reward ratios, different values, different problems and challenges and issues. And you need to sell to each and every different group in a way to make them all buy into buying your solution at the end of the day. Each and every different set of stakeholders deserves the same level of attention and deserves a customized pitch and your full attention. And the same thing is true for what you call gatekeepers. I would just call champions of the business. Just a different set of stakeholders in the deal. So a restaurant manager is not just a stakeholder in selling your product to the owner, but if you think about it a little bit more long term, once the owner decides to buy the product and deploy it in the 10 or 20 restaurants, who's going to be using that product? More likely, the owner in the day-to-day or the manager? Who's going to be training the staff to be using the product? The owner or the manager? So selling the manager with the appropriate amount of respect is not just going to help you get to the owner and sell the deal, but also going to actually help you succeed with the deal afterwards at the end once you actually go through with it. So now that we've reframed for this, let's think about how to actually sell successfully to your champions, to people that need to champion your cause internally all the way up to the ultimate decision maker. Number one is you have to customize a pitch for them, and the pitch needs to provide value to their lives, offer a solution to their problems, right? For most people like secretaries, personal assistant, restaurant managers, servers, what they care about are two binary things. One is job security, right? They don't want to look stupid, say something stupid, do something that would make their boss angry at them and would risk their job. They're really, really risk averse. And on the other hand, they want to advance in their career usually, right? They want to look smart, make good decisions, be praised by their boss, do something that helps the business and helps it in a recognizable way that leads back to them to actually claim that benefit. And they want to progress in their career. So there's pain and there's pleasure. And just like anywhere else in the world, pain is a stronger motivator than pleasure. So when you pitch and when you think about creating value and offering an effective pitch to these, say, store managers, you cannot just pitch them on the value, on the benefit, on the reward of looking great and doing awesome. You first need to convince them usually that they're on the security side of things, that this is not going to make them look stupid. In some cases, you could actually make a pitch that it's dangerous for them to not let you speak with the owner of the restaurant, right? It might be that you figure out a way to actually pitch them on the idea that it's risky for them to not talk to you and allow the boss to talk to you versus to actually stop you from progressing in the sales process. So you need to come up with an elevator pitch that is effective to the gatekeeper. You need to understand their needs, their risks, their fears, their desires, and customize the pitch for it. And need to keep in mind, usually it's good to use both the carrot and the stick. So, make them afraid of looking stupid and make them look forward to looking great and progressing in their career. But you have to keep both things in mind. If you only can do one, you always want to bring out the stick and actually point to their fears versus their hopes, because that's a stronger motivator in psychology and in human beings. Once you've created a basic pitch for these people and you've created some value, presented the value that you can provide to their lives, you have to build trust and credibility. Just like with any other pitch in the world, people need to actually believe you. If they don't believe you, they won't be able to hear anything you say, and they won't buy into anything that you're trying to provide to them. So how do you build trust? Well, there's person, product, business, right? You need to build personal trust with them and rapport and make you seem like a trustworthy person by being authentic, being honest. You need to talk about creating trust around the product and service that you offer, and then trust around the business. And you can do that in any kind of way that really utilizes the credibility, the things that you've provenly done out there in the real world to attach that credibility to you. So it could be other businesses in the local area that are working with you. It could be your own life story, telling them that you've been, being serving and managing in restaurants and that your parents have a restaurant. Like anything that actually creates rapport and credibility. Could be press. It could be that you guys raised $100 million. Anything about the business, anything about the product and the value it's created, anything about other businesses and other managers in restaurants that have bought into the product and actually are benefiting from it. So you need to pitch them on value, and then you need to pitch them on or offer them credibility so you can actually build trust with them and they can actually start believing you. And then last but not least is you have to manage the objections. You need to know and be prepared to the things that they're afraid of, the things that they are concerned about, the things that actually make them fearful, and the objections that you hear again and again and again and that everybody's bringing up, like, oh, my boss doesn't want to talk to other people, oh, we don't have time for this, oh, we've tried something like this. Whatever the top 5, 10, or 15 things are that come up again and again and again in your specific use case are the things that you need to prepare for and actually address. And I've written about objection management and how to handle it and how to prepare for it. There's a book that we just released, The Ultimate Startup Guide to Outbound Sales. You can buy it on startupsalesguide.com. And there's many resources out there, free or paid, to learn more about how to actually craft effective pitches. The philosophical core point is to actually understand that you're pitching to a person that's important and to care about their needs and who they are versus looking at them as a doorstep and a doormat to actually stepping into the person you actually want to talk to, right? At the end of the day, let's altogether kill the word gatekeeper and call these people champions, because that's what they are. They're running those businesses. They're running a really crucial part of the business. And if you treat them with respect, you're going to be a champion in what you do and with your business, and you're going to have a lot more success. Coming back finally to the 2 strategies or ideas that the guy had that asked the question on Quora, like, should I pitch them on the product? Yes, but you need to pitch them with a value proposition in mind that's good for them, as we discussed. And number 2, should I pay them money? Fuck no. Think about it. These people make $60, $70, $80, $100,000 a year. How much money can you offer them for them to risk their job, for them to look bad in front of their boss, for them to look stupid? Not enough money. So don't even go there. Why don't you just treat these people with respect, pitch them on why this is going to be a valuable thing for their life, their career, the business, make them look good in front of their boss, and you actually build trust and credibility in a relationship with them to ultimately be able to sell them and their boss and anybody else in the organization that needs to be sold to buy into your solution.